This poem begins with the voice looking outward through a covered window. Outside may be beautiful or threatening, familiar or strange, full of faces, or completely empty. As the questions continue, the window becomes more than glass and curtains. It becomes a boundary between the self and a world that can no longer be clearly understood. The speaker cannot decide what kind of sky waits outside. It may be bright with sunlight, heavy with autumn, softened by wind, or colored by dawn and sunset. These possibilities do not create a clear picture. They create uncertainty. The changing sky becomes a mirror of a mind trying to understand a world that refuses to stay still. The speaker turns from the sky to the people outside. Human faces may look familiar or strange, happy or wounded, friendly or almost beast-like. The poem refuses to settle on one meaning. A face should create connection, yet behind the covered window every expression becomes uncertain, as if distance has changed the language of human feeling. The poem then imagines a more unsettling possibility. Perhaps there is nothing outside at all. No future waits beyond the glass, and no clear past explains the silence. The window still exists, but it opens onto a blankness that makes the speaker question whether the world has disappeared or whether distance has made it impossible to see. The most personal question arrives quietly. Was it the speaker who drew the curtains across the window? The barrier may not belong to the outside world alone. It may have been created by fear, exhaustion, memory, or the need to protect the self. By asking who closed the window, the poem turns a description of isolation into a question of responsibility and choice. The poem moves from uncertainty to darkness, imagining earth that buries what once was beautiful. Beauty, glances, and closed lips seem to disappear beneath the surface. The image suggests more than physical burial. It hints at memories, relationships, and feelings that have been covered so completely that even recognition becomes difficult. The covered window is joined by other forms of closure, lowered eyes, unreadable faces, and lips that stay shut. Silence can protect a person, but it can also make connection impossible. In the poem, the outside world is not only distant. It is withholding its meaning, leaving the speaker alone with questions that no conversation can resolve. The poem does not offer a simple escape from the covered window. Instead, it leaves us with the lasting tension between wanting connection and fearing what may be revealed. The curtain can hide the world, but it cannot silence the questions behind it. In the end, looking inward becomes the first step toward seeing outward again, even when the view remains incomplete.